It was a scorching Saturday in downtown Phoenix. The pavement sizzled. On the corner of 3rd and Grant sat a folding table with neatly wrapped brownies and a hand-painted sign. "Help Emily go to science camp." 12-year-old Emily stood proudly behind it, ponytail bouncing as she smiled at passers-by. Her mom sat nearby under an umbrella, sipping iced tea and watching with pride. Then came the rumble, deep, harsh. 3 Harleys screeched to a stop. The bikers wore leather vests with flaming skulls. Their leader, a bearded brute named Rex, stomped over and sneered. "Well, well, what's this?" he growled, knocking a brownie off the table. "You selling these or just showing off your baking disasters?" Emily blinked, startled. "I'm raising money for camp. Please don't." Before she finished, Rex dumped a tray of brownies onto the ground. "Oops," he laughed. His friends howled. One grabbed the donation jar. "She thinks this'll teach her something? Cute." Suddenly, the laughter stopped. The crowd parted. 2 women approached like sharks, eyes locked on the bikers. Ronda Rousey, former UFC champion. Beth Phoenix, WWE Hall of Famer. Ronda cracked her knuckles. Beth stepped in front of Emily. "You like picking on kids?" she said. "Try someone your size." Rex laughed and lunged. Bad move. Ronda ducked and swept his legs. Beth caught him mid-fall, spun him and slammed him into a newspaper stand. The others charged. One swung a tire iron. Beth caught it, twisted his wrist until it popped, and spine-busted him into a trash can. Ronda faced the last one. "You don't want this," she said. He dropped the jar and ran. Emily stood wide-eyed. Ronda picked up a single unbroken brownie and handed it to her. "You've got guts, kid," she said. Beth nodded. "And a mean cookie game. These smell amazing." Police arrived and hauled the bikers away. Witnesses clapped. One person gave Emily a $100 bill. By sundown, she'd sold out. A video of the event went viral. 5 million views. Emily sat at her table, with Ronda and Beth behind her like guardian angels, daring anyone to mess with her brownies. 3 days later, the video exploded online. Hashtags like #BrownieBeatdown and #Don'tMessWithRonda trended. Emily became a local hero. Donations poured in, enough for camp, a telescope, and a new brownie stand. But far from the spotlight, Rex, nursing injuries and rage, watched the video over and over. "This ain't over," he growled to the remaining Firefangs. "They humiliated us. Tonight, we take her stand. Quiet. Send a message." That night, Emily's new stand stood empty outside the community center, lit by fairy lights. Or so the bikers thought. They rolled up in the dark. As one approached with a crowbar, lights flashed on. A whistle from the shadows. Ronda Rousey, hood up. Beth Phoenix in black gloves. "You didn't learn," Beth said. "Round 2?" Ronda added. Rex charged, crowbar raised. Beth snapped it in half mid-swing. The fight was brutal. One biker tried to ram Ronda. She dodged and kicked his tire, sending the bike crashing. Beth powerbombed another into crates. Ronda judo threw one and locked in an armbar until he screamed. Rex ran. A voice stopped him. "Scared of a 12-year-old selling brownies?" Emily stood, phone raised. "Smile," she said. "You're going viral again." Flash. Rex lunged. Beth clotheslined him so hard he spun in the air before crashing down. By morning, news stations ran the headline, "Brownie Girl protected again by the most dangerous women in America." This time, the bikers faced real charges. Emily got more donations, but something better. a personal invite to NASA's Young Innovators program, and a new sign, protected by Ronda and Beth. Trespassers will be suplexed. 6 months later, Emily's life had changed. No longer just the brownie girl. She was a local celebrity, a rising STEM star, and apprentice to Ronda and Beth. Every Saturday morning, while other kids played games, Emily trained. No AC, no mirrors, just sweat, pads, and power. Ronda taught technique. You don't need size, you need leverage and timing. Beth built strength. When you walk in, I want them to feel it. At first, Emily struggled. Weak punches, shaky balance. But she never quit. One day, Ronda tossed her a mouthguard. Sparring day. Show me what you've got. Emily faced a taller, faster teen. She wanted to run, but then she remembered that first day, the bikers, the fear, and how Ronda and Beth stood their ground. She took a breath and threw her first punch. 3 years later, Emily stood on stage at her high school science fair. Her project, personal defense tech, shock bracelets, smart pepper spray, a panic app with location tracking and voice-recorded evidence. The crowd applauded, but outside, 2 women waited, arms crossed and grinning. She's ready, Beth said. Ronda nodded, more than ready. But elsewhere, a new gang, the Iron Vultures, was rising, smarter, more violent. Their leader, Spiker, had heard of Emily and her protectors. He had bigger plans, targeting the community center where Emily now volunteered. But what he didn't know? Emily wasn't a little girl anymore. And this time, she'd be the one doing the saving.